What D-Bang said? Anime titties, I love the 50s and 50s and 50s. D-Bang, eat your Cheerios. Vamos pues, Ricky, empecemos esta mierda. Okay, I can't read that. Her name was, what the fuck? Okay. Her name was Alice. Some Russian sikabliat. And then her name was Alice. Sociability was not the main feature of her character. In the class, she was always quiet, especially with no one to talk to. A girl like her was not too difficult to pull out for a date after school. In the process, she rarely agreed to come home with me, where I gave her some juice lays with sleeping pills. Alice fell asleep and you drugged this girl. Okay. It's my first kid. Alright. Not a bad kid. Not at all. Everything went according to plan, although with the doses I went too far. Why does it keep doing this? I live with my uncle. His house was too big for just two of us, so some of the rooms were empty. My uncle said for a long time that he wanted to rent them out, but he didn't post any ads, so I used one of them as my torture chamber. Edward was the name of my uncle. He rarely went into the room. The only key card to the room was settled in my pocket. Edward always came home late, so today I had plenty of time to have fun with my new toy. When I locked myself in the room with Alice, I felt the wave of heat sweep through my body. My hands were sweating as I began to crawl along the rope. My gaze darted hungrily from the sharp blade to the white skin of her motionless body. I licked my lips and... Brother, what the fuck am I blaming? Why? Why did I... fucking steam. Simultaneously with the excitement and bad thoughts came to my head, I looked back at the closed door. Did I make a mistake? Did everything go swell? I shook my head, shaking off my misgivings, and set about the long task I have dreamed of long. I'm dyslexic, god damn it. The only thing that matters now is that it's just the two of us, and that we don't be disturbed in the next few hours. I was getting excited about what was coming. Putting my tools aside, I sat down next to Alex, patting my hand on her thin, fragile leg, and ran up her thigh, touching the edge of her fuck. Santo Dios mío. I needed to take off her clothes, otherwise it will only prevent me from enjoying the work done. Button by button, I slowly moved her shirt and froze in disbelief. Oh shit! Ricky. I don't know if I can show that. I don't think I can. I'm not gambling my life away. Okay. That scared the shit out of me. My clock fell. There were bruises and other signs of beating on her clothes. I didn't hit her, so I couldn't have left those bruises. Where did they come from? Is she being beaten at home? After all, she was the only beaten where the clothes could hide the bruises to avoid being seen by strangers. It seemed that Alice was regularly bullied. In some places, there were fresh bruises filled with blood. In others, disgusting blackened spots. The older ones were slowly dissolving. I can't even... I skipped it. But she came to school every day and even smiled in rare conversations with her classmates. Perhaps she decided to go with me so that she could return home late as possible. These thoughts made the desire to hurt her disappear. But I didn't change my mind, no. That strange feeling in my heart was probably not pity, but disappointment. After all, cycles like me can't feel pity and can't empathize with others. When I napped Alice, I wanted to enjoy her suffering, to see her first drop of blood. Jesus Christ. I can't get what I want. Yo, what the fuck? Her body is covered in injuries without my effort. It's like asking for a sweet birthday cake, but getting a stale, muddy, moldy cupcake. What the fuck are you talking about? How can I feel Alice's pain and horror when she's already being... What the fuck? What? I am at a loss for words. After thinking about it, I decided to hide all the torture items that could indicate the real reason for the abduction. And when Alice wakes up, I'll send her home, find a better victim next time. Finally, Alice opened her eyes. Let's be nice. Let's ask if she's okay. As soon as she regained consciousness, I rushed to her, feigning concern. Oh, you're awake, all right? Does it hurt anywhere? When we were sitting down, you suddenly faded, and However, Alice was in no hurry to show excitement. Instead, she got up, looked around, closed her eyes for a second, and then looked directly at me.
Ты усыпил меня.
Ah, you put me to sleep! Those words threw me for a second. How did she know that? Oh, what are you talking about? I told you, you just passed out. I've been put to sleep more than once, so I know the feeling when I start to fall asleep after sleeping uphill. Put to sleep? I was more Jesus Christ! I was more taken aback by this news than when Alice said that I had drugged her. Never mind. Why you put me to sleep anyway? You do something to me? Alice touched. Why you gotta say she to herself? That's very out of context, okay? That's weird. Without listeners, okay. I didn't do anything wrong to you. You're right. Then why? I told you. I know you put me to sleep. Stop dodging the question. But my name is Clive. That's like a country sounding name. I'm gonna use a country voice. The awkwardness of the situation increases every second. I know what to say. Where'd you get the bruises? Huh? So you undressed me? I get it. Where the photo? Why photos? Photos of my body. This is going bad. No, I didn't undress you to take pictures of you. Trust me. Then why'd you put me to sleep? That's not true at all. You still haven't answered my question. I only tell you if I hear the truth. I hesitated. Should I tell the truth? Something like, oh, I'm sorry, I just wanted to torture you at home. But that's okay. I've already changed my mind, so you go. Jesus. This is nonsense then. I'm not sure if it worked, but it's worth a try. You know. Lowering his eyes and stammering, he pretended to be very confused. The only way to get out of the situation is to come up with a sufficiently touching story. As far as I know, girls are more emotional and romantic than boys. I like you. And for long I had desire to kidnap of a loved one, so I decided on my birthday to make myself forgive. Oh, no lo diga. Who would believe that? Wait, you love me? I nodded uncertainly. Someone like me. The racing wariness and anger disappeared smoothly. She smiled and her eyes lit up. It worked. My lie worked. I must admit I did not expect much success, as I was already planning to reduce the kidnapping to a mocking joke. To laugh at her face, call her a naive fool for believing that such a handsome man like you absolute egotistical bastard. I'm not even gonna finish reading that. And then rudely take her to the door after dealing with several insulting phrases thrown at me. After this farewell, it's not like I could just go back and talk to her anytime soon. I must admit that Alice is not as simple as it seemed. I didn't manage to deceive her the first time, although I'm an experienced liar. But how can she merely believe that I loved her? While I was wondering at her naivety, she thought about something for a couple of seconds of silence. It turns out I was kidnapped by a classmate, which is awful crazy. Her voice has become more soft. I would even say melodious. What you want to do next? Well, I wanted you to leave with me, probably. Alice laughed. Probably? You didn't think it through, did you? There's nothing funny about it. I frowned slightly, which confused my former captors. Huh? I'm sorry, I just always thought that you were incredible. You have excellent grades in all subjects. You get prizes. You're good at sports. I never thought a guy like you would like me. Did this come out? Beep! I didn't think you were a bit stupid after all. And this is said by the person who was kidnapped. How dare you? We laugh. The tension had disappeared. Alice relaxed and began to behave more freely and at ease. Yes. At school, she usually doesn't attract attention. There are reasons she rarely leaves the classroom, sitting at her desk with her head down or slightly looking out the window. I'm not even gonna try to read that. And now I even catch myself thinking that she has a very nice smile. School, hobbies, music. We move from topic to topic. Not even thinking about the kidnapping. The longer we talked, the more free Alice felt. She listened to me with genuine interest. I listened to her stories. I couldn't help but smile. Yeah, what a beautiful love story. I got the feeling that the Alice who goes to me and the Alice who was sitting next to me are two different people. I never thought Alice could be so sociable and happy. The next few hours passed. We chatted about all sorts of nonsense. I was an idiot. It's late. I think it's time for you to go home. Your parents are probably already word. My words made Alice suddenly sad. Her smile and the sparkle in her eyes were gone. It's like she's back in the ghost mask she always wore at school. I don't have parents. Sorry. Then who you live with? With my stepmother, her boyfriend. She almost hissed the last words through her teeth. It was immediately clear to me that things were not going well at home. My guess was confirmed. The family does not favor her very much. Alice continued to sit next to me, not wanting to leave. I was silenced, and she just looked at the time on my phone. Edward should be back. He's a good man and will be happy if I bring a girl home, but Alice is not my girlfriend. I just kidnapped her and tried to torture her. Behind and hide her in another room with a gag in her mouth was one thing, but to explain what Alice was doing and how we met, I didn't want to. Seeing my confusion, she stopped. Alice glanced at me briefly and for a moment pursed her lips and with a sharp exhale stood up. I'm sorry, you don't live alone. It's already late. She went to the door with a noticeable reluctance. It was raining outside. Before leaving, Alice turned around saying the last words. You know, I wouldn't mind if you really kidnap me. You're much more comforting. This motherfucker used kidnapping writs. And it worked. And she left. So would have ended. But a couple hours later, Alice returned. The doorbell rang. Clive, please. You know, when I sit down to play these games, I usually think it's gonna be like a chill kind of game. I should have known the game's called Kidnapped Girl. I just want to know what went on through your mind when you made this game, developer. What was the story? Where did you get this from? Is he Russian? I'm pretty sure the game's in Russian, so he's goddamn Russians. I shouldn't even say that. Or else they gonna send that damn Vladimir Putin ass shit to my house. I'm gonna get a nuclear missile shot at my house. After voicing her insane request and holding her bag with a trembling hand, she smiled and cried. The smile on her face is just an artificial dam, ready to collapse at any moment under the influx of emotions. What happened to her? Why is she crying? Such questions did not linger in my mind for long because the way she looked now, her pain drew and beckoned. Her vulnerability and tears seemed to cry. On my doorstep stood not a sad classmate but a victim begging for her execution to be put out of her misery. The sight of her made me want to hurt her again. There's not much to say. A familiar wave of excitement ran through my body. My breath quickened. My hands trembled with impatience. I wanted to lock myself in her with her again and run the blade over that soft skin. I wanted to see how her tears would flow with the drops of blood. Do you want to be kidnapped? Have you even considered the possible consequences? Poor Alice. I couldn't help it. I roughly grabbed her hand and led her to the same room. We were alone again. All that remains is to take a knife hand. Wait, Clive, you want to do this to me? You know I'm a used product. What are you talking about? Alice told me everything. She worked as a woman who sells her body. I wanted to save money so that after coming of age, I could immediately leave my stepmother. Her boyfriend lived separately. Her stepmother's lover used to molest. I'm not even like I said, I'm not gonna gamble with these words, but her stepmother's lover liked to her. But Alice always locked herself in the room. Today when she returned home, this man, as always, was drunk. Her stepmother was not home, and he tried to... her. Yeah, he tried to... her. She barely fought back and ran away from home, returning to me. She had nowhere else to go. Now you hate me? I'm sorry I did it. If I knew someone like you would like me. Her tears started to flow harder. Well, please let me stay with you. I'll do anything. Anything? Those words stuck in my head. Was she consent to be the victim of my torture? Jesus. Oh, fuck. This game is making me sick. While I was thinking about this, Alice continued to stand, waiting for my answer. I couldn't find any words to say, so I hugged her instead. This embrace was a fleeting impulse, which for some reason I instantly obeyed. And even though I didn't expect it for myself at that moment, this hug just seemed like the only right thing to do. This is how we started living together. What the fuck is this? This is fucking British ass David Beckham looking. Clive, are you still awake? Hi Edward, I need to prepare for tomorrow's test. Good. Just don't overdo it, because I won't ask you to give me high marks. It's enough for me that you're happy. Yeah, I understand. Well, I won't bother you. He didn't notice anything. Great. I locked the door and went to the balcony. Alice, you can come in, but quietly. Did everything go well? Yes. Instantly, I wanted to put Alice in one of the empty rooms, but she was afraid that my uncle would still notice her, so she stumbled to manage to spend the night with me. My room was spacious, so it was easy to lay on another mattress. In theory, Alice would go to school with me. Edward always left Alice earlier, so there wouldn't be any problems. On Saturday, we would stay home, and on Sundays, my uncle did not work, so Alice and I would just walk late until Edward falls asleep. Only problem was that my uncle would come in the room at night, so I started locking up. Since then, I had many opportunities to talk to Alice. Maybe it's because we had started living together. At school, she followed me everywhere. Why are you following? Why you follow me? What should I do if you'll be with me? You have various surprises. What are the surprises? I'm not gonna give in to such temptations. She came close to me and whispered in my ear. Hey, if you want to do something more with me, it's nice. Sorry, I had to visualize for you, you feel me? You're kidding. Hey, don't make such an indifferent face. Alice's conversation behavior turned me on every... Puta Ricky! Come on, yo. I just started going back to church, bro. After a while, I decided to finish what I started. Saturday. Alice, good night.
Fuck you, my nigga!
This 50 Shades of Grey ass shit, bro. At this time, she was chewing chips, and when I asked her about it, Alice froze with her mouth open. So, will you let me? Huh? You finally decided to show me your secret fetish, huh? We'll be glad if Alice is in a good mood today. I knew that she would not refuse me during the time we spent. It was easy to see that Alice had fallen head over heels in love with me. Now she's as docile as a trained dog. Yo, this is really like 50 Shades of... Oh my god, bro. Before proceeding with my plan, I put a diaper on the bed as to the... What? And then... Okay. This is fucking crazy. Oh, Lord. I tied Alice up, unbuttoned her shirt, and tucked her mouth shut. No resistance. On the contrary, she put her hands in the loops, waiting for interest. What happened next? Just in case I turn up the music louder. The neighbors don't need to hear all the screaming. As soon as the blade of the knife flashed in my hands, Alice twitched, but immediately fell silent, probably thinking it was a joke. How wrong she was. I put the thing slightly to her pale skin, which had already removed almost all the bruises. There's only one small movement of the lens. She started bleeding. Okay, she just... Wow. You just cut this girl. Okay. Mooing. I'm sorry, what? Resistance. Fear. She tried to get out, but I tied her tight. Jesus. As I was about to make another cut, I felt something was wrong. Oh, now you think something is wrong. Now you think something... Oh, fuck. Why? Why don't I feel pleasure? Jesus. I've always wanted to do this, so why? I'm a fucking psycho. Oh, you just noticed you're a psychopath. What the hell have I done? I dropped the knife around the room, leaving Alice bound alone. You couldn't even untie the girl. Like, Jesus Christ. This is... Ugh. At that moment, I realized with horror that I no longer wanted to hurt her. What the hell is wrong with me? I've been dreaming about getting a knife, and I remember the trail of blood running down her chest, and I felt sick. I could barely contain my vomits. Pushing the nausea away, I leaned back and slid down. Alice. I saw a person filled with pain. With every thought, I would slam my fist on the floor with a vicious frenzy. My eyes were filled with tears. And I'm supposed to feel bad for this motherfucker? I don't. Fuck you. I need to untie Alice. After this, she'll probably leave me. It's better this way. I don't want to see her again. After returning to the room with the first aid kit to provide minimal medical assistance, I untied it. You can lay, the door is open. Alice didn't move and just looked down in silence. Then her eyes got wet. So you did this on purpose to keep me out? I'm right? Not at all. Then why did you do such a terrible thing to me? I don't understand. You really want to get rid of me? No. Yes. Started shouting and started throwing dirty words at me. I just waited in silence for her to calm down. You son of a bitch, why you hurt me? Because I'm a psychopath. I always wanted to do this in the beginning. I kidnapped you just to torture you. And why you stop? I don't know. I don't enjoy it. I always thought I want to hurt somebody, but it turned out this way is not the case. Damn, I'm such an idiot. We didn't say anything else to each other. We just sought crass. Client, so you don't like me? I raised my head, looked at her. She looked more or less calm now. No, I never lied to you. I got a slap in the face. As you deserve, bitch. Yes, girl. You lied. I hate you. We didn't talk for the next few days. I didn't kick her out and she didn't leave after all. One day, Edward came home from work. I left Alice locked. Oh. You know, Clive, I've noticed that our food has started to go missing more often. Oh, it's because of me? Oh, wait. Oh, it's because of me. Recently, I read on the internet that a sports person needs to consume a lot of calories. That's why I sometimes eat for two. It's how you're right. We were still eating when Edward spoke again. By the way, Clive, I also noticed that you started closing your room. Anything you want to tell me? Damn, it looks like I'm gonna have to come up with an excuse that I've already came up with. I don't want to use it. Edward, I'm a teenager, and teenagers have some things they shouldn't talk about. Do you understand? Are you jerking off? Ed! Ha ha, come on. Can't an uncle tease his nephew? Sometimes he acts like a child. What about the girl? I tensed up. Does he know? Are the hidden cameras everywhere? Oh, fuck! I skipped it. I don't have a girlfriend, and however, I do not plan to start a relationship yet since studying takes a lot of time. I think you need to relax sometimes. A girl would be nice. No, girls are such creatures that you waste your time on. I'd rather spend the next 2 years chasing my goals. It would have gone on like this if I had something had to happen a few days later. What's this? Alice's story. Clive had to stay after school. He gave Alice a key card and warned her to return without it. Okay. As she entered the house, she started to take off her shoes. The light came down the hallway. Edward came out the hall. Hello, thief. Alice dropped. Why did I say it like that? Alice dropped the map. The map? What map? Clive's key card. Are you his girlfriend? Huh? Yes. Yes, I'm his girlfriend. And Clive told me that he doesn't have a girlfriend. So why'd you come without him? Well, Clive and I wanted to study at his house. He gave me the key. He said he was being out late. Edward pressed with her. Can read! Pressed her with his gaze for a while. Damn. Sorry, man. English is not my first language. So. Oh, I see. Everything's clear with you. It seemed to Alice that the atmosphere became more tense. I hope you know that you should always carry condoms with you. Haha, I'm just kidding. Don't be embarrassed. Come in, I'll make you some tea. Alice sat at the table. Edward made 2 mugs of tea and set the table. So, how long have you been dating? About a month. Now it's clear who's dyed hair I noticed on the floor all month. Alice did not know what to say and only looked down at the tea. Do you come here after school? Yes, Clyde helped me with my lessons. How are you doing in school? So, not too well. That's alright. Oh, of course, nothing. Grades don't mean much. The main thing is person's personality, characters, so on. I didn't do well with myself, but that didn't stop me from going to business. But for some reason, Clive works so hard, spending all his free time doing it. He's a strange boy, but not a bad one. Sometimes, though, I can't figure out what's going on in his head. Did he tell you about his parents? No. They committed a double self-delete in front of him. After their death, I became Clive's guardian. He was only 7 years old at the time, and from then on, he became withdrawn and didn't look happy at all. Although before, when I came here, visit my older brother, this boy was a fun guy. But from that moment, everything changed. When he was 12, he came home from school one day and asked me how much I made. I don't even know what happened to him that day, but after that, Clive started working hard, studying to distract him from bad thoughts, and gradually, he began to change for the better. He even started to smile occasionally at my jokes. When he was 15, I once said that teenagers should do something else besides, I can't read. For starters, I suggested that he should at least just watch a series with me about the brilliant psychopath. Clive said he likes the series very much and asked for advice on something similar. Sometimes Clive tried to imitate the characters. However, all of his favorite characters are psychos. Anyway, he has a hobby that was strange. He didn't scare you, did he? Like brandishing a knife or something? Alice almost choked on her tea when she heard this. So, this is her story. Do we protect him? I mean, this girl likes him, right? So, I guess a girl that like a boy really, really much will protect him. No, nothing like that happened. Well, I thought so. Don't worry, it's just a joke. The conversation was interrupted by the doorbell. Sit down, I'll open it. Clive's story. Ooh. Edward, you're early. Well, I'm sorry for interrupting your upcoming... Hi, Clive. Alice, damn it. Clive, don't be mad at him. Clive, you have such a lovely girlfriend. Girlfriend. I looked at Alice, who immediately signaled that I should keep quiet. Damn, I told her to keep quiet about our relationship. Come on, I wouldn't even mind if she stays the night. After coming of age, I can't even allow you to live here. But I still wanted to buy a separate apartment. Really? Alice, do you want to live at our house? Yes, I'd love to. Wait. I quickly took off my shoes and dropped my jacket. Edward, I need to discuss something in private with her if you don't mind. I took Alice's hand and went into the other room, slamming the door behind me. Are you crazy? Oh, fuck. Are you crazy? Why didn't you hide when he came? He came before me. How does he know you live with me? Oh, wait, fuck. I messed it all up. No, Uncle Edward thinks you sometimes bring me home after school while he's away. There was silence. So, we need to pretend to be a couple in love. Clive, he let me live here. Let's ask him to let me live with you. No, Alice, he's just joking. But I don't want to pretend to be your boyfriend. Why? Because you... I didn't say anything, almost blurring out the words former victim. Because I'm a whore, right? No, I didn't mean that. Her eyes were red. Please don't cry. Edward's waiting for us, okay? Okay. She held back her tears. The next day was Saturday. Edward went to work early as usual, and we stayed home. I need to wake Alice. Get up, sleepyhead. Alice opened her eyes, looked at me with sleepy eyes, and pulled the blanket tighter around her and lay on her side. Get up or I throw water on you. No, even if you... I'll never get up. Jesus Christ. It seems that I can only take drastic measures. Pretend to be a Jesus Christ. Blackmail her favorite food. I'm not gonna do this. So no. Then I guess you wouldn't mind if I ate your favorite Eggos. What? Don't you dare. She merely stood up, the weakness of a sweet tooth. I didn't notice when we started talking again, except for the morning rise. Alice was the first to start the conversation. I think she already forgiven me for stabbing. She told me something at breakfast. Clyde, I love you. I know. I understand you're disgusted to date a girl who slept with other men for money, but after I was kidnapped, I gave it up. Please give me a chance. It's not about that. You just not my type. I'm not your type, then why you just try to kidnap me? I already explained, because you didn't talk to anyone in class. I was sorry you will be the victim. For. Yeah. Huh. Man, Chanel cologne. She stood up and snuggled up behind me. I could feel her tatas against my back. Please let me. Oh, yeah. What the fuck? Please let me eat in peace. So you're gay? No. Any guy wouldn't mind me her but like that by a girl. I'm just that. It's just that I'm different from normal guys. Cause you're gay. No. Then you're important. Also incorrect. I understand you want to become a monk. I didn't say anything. She was behind me for only a short time. Clyde, one day I'll seduce. Jesus Christ. I'm glad I skipped over that. Well, good luck. I could recommend suitable literature. Fall. I didn't want to admit it, but I like spending time with her. I'm glad we started communicating again. And yes, she's not my type. I don't want to go any further. If she wants to seduce me, then I'll be my best to my friend. One day she will come to terms with it. We'll just be friends. Ending number 1. That's it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Look, I'm glad that's it. Troy, this is your idea? Hey, that shit. Hey. Hey. God. Shit. Yo. Okay. Fuck. What was that? Like a beat drop? Like King Carson? No? Fucking Troy.